So this is all masked by hand.
Yes.
And then after this, you will spray it,
Colour coat.
colour, and
Clear
then
coat.
if any of the masking has been slightly off, which I'm sure won't be the case, but
It's
if it
never
were,
happened.
it's never happened.
Yeah.
But if it is, then what happens then?
Start again.
So Pat, you've got this Earth,
Yes.
the British guitar here. It's masked. You've masked the edges here, so the maple binding is masked off, and the purfling.
That's
and
right.
you've got this special kind of blue masking tape. What is it?
That's vinyl fine line masking tape.
Okay,
3M.
nice. And then you've also masked off the bridge.
Scotch tape.
Okay, so Scotch tape on there.
And Scotch tape on the rosette.
Okay, because you can't actually see that that's been masked, can you? Very much, but
It's basically really thin, and cellulose. The cellulose that we put on this is going to be real thin. It's going to be about 150 microns at the most. So we need a masking tape that's thinner than the lacquer that we're going to put over it.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. That is super tidy.
So, it's had a base coat.
Mm-hmm.
It's been pour filled. It's had another base coat, and it's been nibbed back, masked up, which is what we did yesterday, and colour coated, and then another clear coat over the colour coat. Okay. So I said I'll demask the back. I'm just going to demask the front for you, just so you can see it coming off. Just like that, magic, eh? Up. I think that's where I got to the end of a roll of tape. Then we get rid of these, excuse me, these little fluffy bits here. See that?
So you see, like, oh, I see this. So that's how it's tidy.
They just come off because it's been drying overnight. Give you some timeline. So it's had about, I don't know, 12 hours to cure. So that's gone quite hard and brittle.
So yesterday when we saw it coloured, where you hand sprayed the colour coat, and then you sprayed a top coat of clear lacquer on top afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah, which is what we see right here. And you've demasked it now so we can see the flame maple binding.
Yep.
And you're just tidying up any edges where there was some bleed through.
Well, it wasn't bleed through. It was
No.
it was actually it's lacquer that didn't roll off when it was demasked. So
Okay.
it's actually flakes of lacquer that were over the masking tape.
And this clean line that we see here was done just by the masking, which you did by hand.
Yes.
Which is a hell of a thing. Very accurately done. That's what happens when you've been doing this a long time, I guess.
Steady hands, Alex. That's due to my life of sobriety.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
Then I'll carry on and we'll just get rid of all these little
Okay, so these are ledges here.
hangies here,
Okay.
and start top coating.
This is it's kind of
It's going to have eight coats of clear nitro,
okay.
and then it's going to have 24 hours to cure, and then it's going to be rubbed back, and it's going to have another 5 or 6 coats.
And why do you rub it back after the first lot of?
Because it'll be uneven.
Okay.
Due to things like the fact that there's a slight step here where the colour coats are on compared to where the binding is,
Okay.
and where the rosette is and things like that, and it's always a little bit kind of uneven when you first start to build the thickness of lacquer. So you need to build that thickness of lacquer, and it'll be kind of not particularly pretty, but it will have some thickness of lacquer on it, and then you can rub the lacquer back so you've got a flat kind of clear base, and then you just build on that another 5 or 6 coats and leave it maybe 10 days
Okay.
to cure.
Right. Okay. And why do you use nitrocellulose rather than, say, polyurethane as we do on the regular Faiths?
Well,
Nitro is
I do use urethane sometimes. It's good for some things, but nitro is the kind of traditional acoustic finish that's on all those great, guitars from the 40s and 50s and 30s, and
it's normally
thinner.
isn't it? Yeah, it's normally thinner,
and it's more flexible, and it doesn't mask the sound of the instrument too much,
Okay, so
And
it's lighter.
looks really cool. It's got this kind of nice, kind of liquidy look to it. And the other thing about it is it ages nicely.
Okay.
It'll wear and age and develop a natural patina over the next 20, 30, 40 years.
Excellent.
Which is cool.